Hello and welcome back to Suspended Information. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for Is It Worth My Time? And this time around, it's the 2011 Australian series Danger 5. But before I get to it, let me take care of some business and then we'll get to everything. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. Basically, what YouTube does takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos, my vast video library, and pops it up there just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down there. Also, if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you hit the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media. So Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, no tier set up on the Patreon. Waiting until I hit 1,000 subscribers. Then that way, when you're giving me money, I can give you guys something in return. I also have the links to this YouTube channel, my Facebook page, and for those of you who still have Facebook, a Facebook group page where you guys can post stuff and chat amongst yourselves. All right, let's get going. Sorry, I got a lot of dog hair flying around here. I'm in the process of moving stuff, and dog hair is flying everywhere, so it's getting a little itchy. Yeah, it happens. She sheds. What can I say? So Danger 5. This little series right now is on Amazon Prime for those of you who have it. I know it was on Netflix at one point. I guess it was buried someplace in the nether regions of Netflix, but it is on Amazon Prime right now, 2 seasons of it. And what can I say? What is Danger 5? How would I describe this? And this is the non-spoiler version, by the way, that I'm talking about right now. So it is half hours, episodes of think of Thunderbirds, but set in a live action Thunderbirds, but parody of that mixed with World War II and just some weird, over the top, almost Venture Brother esque comedy in the way. And it's very, very hard to describe without giving away a whole bunch of stuff. But you have a core of characters, 5 characters, Danger 5, of course, who are going out and they all have they always have a mission every episode. And of course, their main mission, of course, is to kill Hitler. That is always their main mission. And Hitler always comes up with some interesting ideas. Uh, and it's done very, very tongue in cheek. Think of a Russ Meyer almost in a way. It's very retro the way they shoot things, and it's really fucking funny too at the same time. It's something that I didn't know that I needed until I saw it. I just happened to be scanning through some of the stuff on Amazon. I was like, "What's this?" And I played the first episode and started laughing my ass off. So is it worth your time? Yes, it's worth your time. If you want something that's going to be just extremely funny, off the wall, nutso, and something where you can just kind of unplug for half an hour and watch something that's entertaining, it's definitely worth it. It's got a little bit of titillation to it, as you will, TNA with no TNA shown, but alluded to. They don't really swear all that much either. I think I heard one shit out of them the entire time, which is kind of funny. But yeah, it's fairly clean. Um, but yeah, this is one of those things you need to actually take a look at. It's a lot of fun. With that being said, spoiler alert, I am going to spoil it. So if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. Wee, wee, wee. And I can do that too. So it is very hard to describe Apple Cry. I agree with you. It's one of those really hard things to describe because you have um the planes and stuff like that. Basically the big mock-ups of these scenes are done with models, so when you have planes that you can see the wires off of them, that's supposed to be that way. If you see a building, it's a miniature building. If you see a tank or a submarine, it's all miniatures. and the props and stuff like that are very poorly done, and it's done that way on purpose. It's supposed to be this way. It's funny. I mean, for fuck's sake, Colonel Chessbridge, who is their commander, who gives them their mission, comes in. He's got a gigantic eagle head. Yes, he wears a suit. He is a man in a suit with a giant eagle head. Uh, I really don't know how else to explain this away. And he always ends every mission. So, for example, they have one mission where Japan has disappeared. They don't No one knows where Japan is. So they have to find out what happened to Japan because, Japan is an enemy at this point. And also, as always, kill Hitler. That's what Colonel Chessbridge always says. And it's a really funny. I mean, you have a character named Ilsa who's supposed to be Russian, and she speaks in nothing but Russian, and they have the English subtitles, but everyone understands her. And you have Claire, who is the British. Um, how should we say this? She's the British virgin, uh, if you will. She is supposed to be the chaste one. You have Tucker, who is the know-it-all leader of the group, kind of thing, and then of course you have Jackson, who's the American, the brash American, who's in love with Ilsa, and Tucker, of course, in love with Claire, and then you have Pierre. Pierre is the bartender of the group, but he's also I guess you could say the most worldly of all of them, and they all have different things that happen every episode. And one of them that makes me laugh with Pierre is someone always dies in Pierre's arms, and as they're dying, they end up spouting off a recipe for a drink, and it's usually the 1 part rum, 2 parts orange juice, fill with, whatever. It makes the perfect, and then they say what the name of the drink is, and they die. And it's one of those things that just makes me fucking laugh every time I've seen it. Apple Crow says they've sold off some of the props about a year ago, but I couldn't afford any of them. Ah, yeah, and it's just some funny. I mean, Mussolini as a kid, and they dub over his voice, so it's a kid with a bald cap on and a very poorly made bald cap with some strands of hair, and he's dubbed over with a deeper voice and kind of speaking. Uh, uh, hey, what do you think? That kind of stereotyped Italian accent kind of thing. Uh, it's one of those things. It just is fucking funny. It really is. It's out there. It's something that you kind of need every now and then to just kind of take your mind off of like, what the fuck am I watching? You know? And Apple Crow says we can all agree a world without monuments is a world not worth living in. Yeah, that's the first episode, is where you have the Eiffel Tower being spirited away by the Nazis. And of course, what's the French reaction? Put a gun in the mouth and pop, and kill themselves. And every time someone gets depressed and they think about the Eiffel Tower being, taken away, it's pop, and they kill themselves. So Claire's her thing that happens every episode is she comes in and she asks a fairly reasonable question about the mission, and Colonel Chessbridge uh basically berates her for something. He either insults her or my favorite one was he took a flashlight and just keeps flicking it on and off and on and off in her face. Which is just, I mean, it's wrong, but at the same time, you're just going, fuck, that's just funny. It really is, because it's one of those things that you've seen in those type of movies where the female character gets dismissed, even though she's asking a perfectly reasonable question. And yeah, because she's female, that's the reason why they're doing that. So yes, they do have the stereotypes, but they play it up. They do it well, and it's one of those things you just need to see for yourself. And like I said, if you have Amazon Prime, it's already there. Give that first episode a go and see what you think. It made me laugh, and I'm almost done with season 1. I've got one more episode, and then I've got to go on to season 2 because it just makes me laugh. It really does. Hey, Sasha, you've come to harass. You notice that I can actually block that out now. So yes, yes, I can do that. So yes, this is worth your time. Danger 5 is worth your time. Um, I just wish there was more of it than just 2 seasons. I know it probably wasn't, uh, a huge hit when it first came out. I'm guessing this got more cult following afterwards, uh, but it really deserves a bit more, like I said, I've never heard of this at all. Never in a million years have heard of this, and if I hadn't stumbled across it, I wouldn't have known it was there. Apple Crow says one caveat about season 2 is that it shifts gears quite a bit, but it's just as good once you get used to it. Okay. Yes, I know it goes into the 80s. I know at one point that it goes to the 80s. Oh, and I forgot the other thing that made me laugh about this that always happens is they almost always kill Hitler near the end, but he always gets away and dives through the window. He always dives through the same fucking window. It's hilarious. It really is. And Hitler's played by this old dude who's wearing an obvious wig, and his voice is dubbed over. And yeah, it's I think it's one of the creators' dads who is playing Hitler. It's funny. It really is. Apple Crow says I brought it up several times back on the okay, on the other channel. Didn't know what you were talking about, man. So see, it came around eventually. You know, you just had to come to the good channel in order to, get that kind of thing happening. See, that's what happened. Yeah, I said it. I did. Ah, all right. Well, that's all I got on that one. It's worth your time. Go and watch it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm in the middle of moving hell, so you know how it is. And you're gonna see pieces disappearing back and forth off the back here fairly soon as I start packing more and more away. So yeah. I'm not telling you a story. You got my number. You know how to call me. Um Yeah, so what else do I have going on this week? Tomorrow is gonna be this little show that maybe you might have heard of called Season 5, Episode 1 of The Expanse. Yep, that's gonna be tomorrow. Um, Thursday, I'm gonna be off. Friday is the season finale of The Mandalorian. We're gonna be talking about that. Saturday is gonna be Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the week and any genre stuff you guys wanna talk about, and we talk about it. And of course, Sasha's calling me right now in the middle of everything. Thanks, Sasha. That's great. Um, Sunday I will be off. And by the way, excuse me, Sunday I'm not going to be off. Sunday will be episodes 2 and 3 of The Expanse, because all 3 episodes drop tomorrow. So yes, episodes 2 and 3 will be on Sunday. Saturday, I might have to preempt Saturday Morning Blast Off only because I might be going looking at apartments. Yeah, to you know move and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I might have to preempt that. But Sunday again, episodes 2 and 3 of The Expanse. Monday will be His Dark Materials, and then Tuesday wraps around again to Is It Worth My Time? And I don't know what I'm going to be doing yet. I'll find something. Yeah. Apple Crow says it's super hard to talk about without ruining a lot of surprises in the show. Yeah, it really is. You have to say it's like this, but not really, or it's like that, but it's got elements of this in it. You really can't describe it fully. It's its own animal, and you can't do it without giving stuff away. I understand, but yeah. Is it worth my time? Season 2 of Danger 5. Is it really that different, Apple Crow? Uh, I mean, I'm pretty sure if it's the same writers and same people involved, it should be good. It should be still funny. But I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you to everybody who joined me tonight in the chat, and Sasha for calling me or in the middle of the chat too. And Thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. And if you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button down below there. Um, and also, if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you hit that bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com where I've got the schedule up there, change it out every week, and also all the links to my social media and all the links to my pages like this YouTube page, my Facebook page, and a Facebook group page where you guys can post stuff and chat amongst yourselves. All right. Um, I guess I'm doing short episodes this week, is what it looks like with everything going on. Thank you, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow for The Expanse episode 1. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, those darn Nazis might steal a monument from your favorite monument place. I don't know. And life's not worth living without those monuments. Thanks, everybody. Take care, be well, stay safe, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks.